we're going to look at where Bitcoin and the crypto market is headed, and then we're going to talk about 3 coins that I'm buying right now, one of which I think could do 100x. All right, so first off, looking at the Bitcoin chart, we are back in this channel we've been in for the past month, ranging between 92K and 100K. And so first, let's look at the bearish scenario. So if we do break our support at 92,000, then we could literally fall all the way back down to 69,000 because there isn't really much of any support between these levels. So that's the worst case scenario. If that does happen, I think we'd still be fine as far as the bull market is concerned. And we could still rally back up next year and set new highs. So that's the bearish scenario. The bullish scenario would be, of course, we break to the upside out of this channel. If we break above 100,000, then we should see Bitcoin setting new highs shortly after that, and that's when we could see 126,000, 150,000, etc. So we'll just have to see which direction Bitcoin decides to go in, whether we break our support, head down, or break to the upside. So right now we're just going sideways. It's not really clear what's going to happen. Personally, I think we're less likely to break the support. I think there's a higher probability that we're going to break up out of this channel and continue setting new highs. But of course, breaking down is still on the table. So let me know what you guys think, but we'll just have to see how this plays out. Maybe on Monday, we'll see Bitcoin do a big pump or a big dump. We'll see. But right now, it's just a wait and see game to see which direction Bitcoin decides to go in as we just range in this channel. So right now, I think it's a great time to accumulate. I do think whether we break up or down out of this, I think next year we're going to see Bitcoin go way higher than it is right now. So either way, I think right now is a great time to be accumulating. And if we go over here, you can see Bitcoin dominance 56.7% right now. And we've seen that dominance start going back up. And I think we'll see it continue going up to at least 60%. And then maybe at that point, we'll see the altcoin season. So that could happen probably within a month or two. So right now, I think it's a great time to be accumulating the altcoins as they haven't seen their massive pump yet. For example, Ethereum's not even close to its all-time high yet. So lots of opportunities with altcoins right now. Of course, if Bitcoin breaks this support and has a big dump, of course, altcoins are going to dump right alongside it. And at that point, you'd see even better buying opportunities. But personally, I don't think we're going to see that scenario play out. I think we will go sideways and then eventually break to the upside. But we'll see what happens. So anyways, regardless, I'm buying altcoins now. If we do see a dump, I'll be buying more. But regardless, I think just continue DCing at this point, and eventually we're going to see the altcoin season. So let's talk about, one more thing, fear and greed index. So we've seen a nice reset in the fear and greed. We were at extreme greed about a month ago. Now we're back down to 51 in the neutral zone. So pretty nice to be at $94,000 Bitcoin, but we're just neutral right now. So that's great. We've really seen, back here, everyone was getting really bullish and greedy, but we've seen the sentiment shift back to more fear in the market, more bearish. I'd say right now, there's a lot of fear in the market. People are getting scared that we could see a bigger dump here, which of course is possible, but excuse me. But generally, when you see the fear heating up, that's a good sign we could continue the pump. So basically, the weak hands getting shaken out here. Once the weak hands are shaken out, then we can continue the pump. So anyways, let's talk about the 3 coins that I'm buying right now. So we'll start with, basically there's a safer pick, a medium risk pick, and then a very high risk, high reward pick. So we'll start with the safer one. So safer one is Solana. I bought some Solana today. I think it's at a great level to be buying. If we look at the chart, it was up to like $257 just about a month ago. Yeah, about a month ago, November 21st, $257, and we're down to $185. So that's like a 25 to 30% dump. So I think this is a phenomenal dip to be buying Solana at. So if you want a safer pick, I think now's a great time to be picking up some Solana. Now moving on to the medium risk pick, and that's going to be Immutable X. So I bought some of that also today, and I think this is also at a great dip to be buying. So let's go to the yearly chart. So last March, it went all the way up to about $3.60, and then it came way down to about just over $1. And in the past month, well, in November, it pumped back up to about $2, but now we've dipped back down. So we're pretty much back down at the lows. So I think right now is a great time to be buying IMX. It's still, to get back to the high, we're looking at over a 2x, almost a 3x. So great time to be buying IMX. I think, this may not pump for a few weeks, maybe even a month or two, but because it all depends on when the gaming narrative really picks up. I think that is going to happen probably at some point early next year. So once the gaming narrative does really kick off, then IMX should see some massive gains. It is the number one coin in the gaming sector. So when gaming starts pumping, IMX should lead the charge, and market cap's only $2 billion right now. Could go a lot higher. So could at least see a 10x, maybe 20x, maybe even more. Depends how insane it gets. But once altcoin season and the gaming narrative kicks off, I think IMX could see some massive gains. So I bought some of that today. So let's get to the more high risk, high reward choice, and that is going to be Chippy fish and chips. So this is one I've talked about before. Made quite a few videos about it way back when it launched back in May. And so I bought some more of this today because the price has come back down to the lows. So last time I talked about this, I made a video back here in October when price was down here, and I showed this to you guys, said you might want to think about buying it because the price is so low. And then shortly after that video, we saw this big pump, did like a 4x in a few days. So hopefully you guys saw that video and got in on that trade. Not saying that's going to happen this time. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. We might go sideways for a few weeks, or we might see a big pump. I don't know. But point is, we've now come back down to these lows again. And I think we have a pretty solid floor here. Price doesn't seem to want to go much lower than this. So I think right now is potentially some of the best prices you could be getting Chippy at. And I think in the next few months, we're going to see Chippy start pumping again. And, at some point early next year, I think we're going to see a giga pump for Chippy. Market cap's only $1.2 million. So with a $1 million market cap, the potential for gains is insane, because if it goes to $100 million market cap, that's 100x. $1 billion market cap, that's 1,000x. And while that would be a crazy pump, that is possible. It's on the table. We've seen plenty of other little meme coins go to multiple $1 billion market caps, even new launched ones. So $100 million market cap, that's definitely on the table, even $1 billion. So the potential here is insane. Keep in mind that with the potential to do 1000x, there's also the potential that it could go to zero. You could lose all your money. So just be aware it's very high. These tiny coins are always going to be very high risk, high reward. So you could lose all your money. You could make thousands of dollars. All depends on what happens. So anyways, the team's still working hard on it. They are planning on releasing some big things within the next few months. So right now is a great time to be accumulating in anticipation of that. So potentially in a month or two, as new updates start rolling out and they start releasing the stuff they're working on, Chippy could see a massive pump. So, but yeah, I think, we're down at the lows again. So that's why I picked up some more Chippy. So yeah, check it out. Do some research on it. This one could potentially do 100x for you. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, those are the 3 coins. We've got Solana, the safer pick, Solana, medium risk, IMX or Immutable X, and then Chippy, the high risk, high reward pick. So let me know what coins you're looking at. As for the market, we'll see if we get that massive. Will we start the year off with a massive dump, or maybe start the year off with a massive pump? We'll see what happens. I think sideways and then up is more likely. But let me know what you guys think, what coins you're looking at, and I will catch y'all later.